Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last speaker for this evening. And I'm sure we are all very enlightened with what we've heard from the two speakers just who completed. And now we move on to the third. And this is yet another exciting individual, a very passionate individual, a very dedicated individual, a very persevering individual who started her entrepreneurship at the age of 12. You're talking about the youth and the hunger and that they are not doing anything. This person started at the age of 12. I do not know whether it was child labor or child entrepreneurship. She completed her diploma in fashion designing and pattern making and started home sewing for her aunt. Later on, moving to Mumbai, she worked extensively with Tommy Hilfiger. Many of you are fashion pundits, so you'll know who Tommy Hilfiger is. I'm still trying to fathom. She started a company called Sayana, and I presume it's an acronym of the husband and wife name. All right, that's what I think. At the age of 26, she's done wonders in that period. She had a setback when the C2, the Communist Union, played havoc, and there was a kind of a frustrating period where everything kind of, all hell broke loose. But did she give up? No way. No way. Because she believed that the only reason for our achievement and success is to continue persevering. That the failures will augment us towards success. Very important indeed, she said. And then she believed that it is best to convert every liability into an asset. I know there are some finance guys sitting here who are professionally financial wizards. They'll wonder if I convert every liability into an asset, they'll ask me what is going to happen to the balance sheet. But I'm talking about human liabilities here. After years of 16-hour day work schedule, a new line of children clothing was introduced. And the buyers from Hong Kong, shocked to note, insisted that she continue and carry out that business. She has indulged in social activities. She was elected as the secretary of and president of a resident welfare organization, which post she still holds after 20 odd years. She started the first door-to-door garbage collection in 1995 from house to house. Times of India gave a big caption in an article saying, "I want you to meet the garbage queen of India." Ladies and gentlemen, and that was on a very positive note. It was not derogatory, believe me. Convener also of Stray Dog Society that advocates the removal of strays from public health centers, has done her advanced course in chocolate making. Just see the kind of different subjects that she has prone to, apart from fashion designing. She makes excellent cake. I know that. She retired to start what is known as the Kinder Trust. I think it's started with a German term, Kinder, for children, but it's more kinder because you'll know what she's up to. She's a very active member of the Aam Aadmi Party. Holy Mary. She is a dynamite. She has touched the hearts of many people, many destitutes. She has started a trust which takes care of differently abled people, very poor people, people who are destitute, and then she has done a lot of work for them. She has initiated many a campaign of tree planting, solid waste management, environment protection. She also volunteers to teach English part-time in government schools. We forgot to mention a very important fact. She is an excellent cook, and tomorrow she plans to sell all our Parsi little treats here, where she's put up a Kinder stall. And the piece de resistance. She's now many names. Some call it dynamite, some call her the garbage queen, The English miss her, students miss her, but her family members call her trouble by none other than her only son. Ladies and gentlemen, with great pleasure, I present to you the one and only Diana Cyrus Bharucha.
I think you all know that Shahryar Vakil has a habit of exaggerating things. So take all that he said with a pinch of salt. Anyway, it's my pleasure to be here and to speak because both my husband and my son are very involved with the WZCC in Bangalore. While I was an exporter, unfortunately there was no chapter here. So I don't want to come between you and the dinner, and I've been told very specifically to hurry up and finish speaking. So I will just run you through to what we've been doing and the things we plan to do in the future. It's a very small trust started by me, and I hope that it grows. A lot of the work I do is in the Nilgiris, in Coonoor, because my grandfather happened to retire and lived there. This was a 1,000-tree plantation that we had taken up. We finally ended up doing 1,300-tree plantations because we got a good sponsorship from the L&T, and the army also chipped in and helped us, and that's how we were able to exceed our target. This is a patient of rickets who we're trying to help by making her do handicrafts. And we also help her medically because she needs a lot of care from asthma and other related diseases. She also has sclerosis, which is a common thing with the people who have rickets. We did a camp for people with disability where we gave them blankets. That was just the beginning. It's very cold in Coonoor, and we started off with that, giving everybody blankets on World Day for people with disabilities. That was the same. In Bangalore, we made 6 schools, toilets for the school where I teach part-time. It's the neighborhood government school. We also interact with orphans. And this is a boy who was suffering from spasticity, and we have managed to make him stand. He wants to go to school. We hope that's going to be possible. We come across a lot of patients of elephantitis who need medical treatment. Of course, there's no cure for it, but we try to help them getting some kind of, there's some cure in Kerala which has an apparatus which squeezes the water out of the legs or something like that. So we help them with that, and we also put them onto homeopathy. We have 2 patients which are suffering from this disease. We held a medical camp for mother and child in Kotigiri, another village in the Nilgiris, and we saw about 120 children. They were given free medication, free follow-up, and if any needed special diagnostics, that was also done. we tied up with the KMF hospital over there. We started a very modest tailoring training center for people with disabilities in a small village called Keradamattam in Kodanad. That's where Jayalalitha comes houses. There's a special area where all these disabled people have been given housing by the government, and that's about it. They don't have any vocational training or anything, and they just, you know, they live from hand to mouth really. So we are training them to make bags, cotton bags, because the collector of Nilgiris has come up with a ban on all plastic goods, including bags. So this has been very good because it's giving them a livelihood, and many people, about 300 people, have come and registered with us that they would like to come and be part of manufacturing these bags. We're going to teach them to roll paper pens. That's not yet started. This is the little basti where these people live, and they're quite enthusiastic about starting this project. In fact, the collector has given approval to make the community center into the training center for Kinder Trust. This is a couple from Gudlur who we chanced to meet. The boy suffers from polio, and he's done up to class 10. The girl is visually impaired, and she carries him around. They eloped and got married, and we helped them get the marriage certificate because the parents were against the marriage. We also tied up with Dr. Aidenwala of Smile Train, who specializes in cleft lip surgeries from Kerala, and we managed to get 4 children whose parents were kind of against the operation because they were worried about what would happen to the children. But finally we managed to convince them, and 4 children have been operated and successfully operated. We also found a waiter in a restaurant who had a cleft lip, and we told him that, you know, we're going to meet Dr. Aidenwala just now, why don't you come? And he agreed, and he and his brother both have cleft lip, came to Dr. Aidenwala, and both have undergone the surgery, and I guess it's all going well. We are yet to see the outcome because it's just been done about a month ago. These are some of the children that we paid for their education. They're good students, and they needed the money for that particular financial year. This is one of the ladies who stitched the bags that you all have got in your welcome kit. Okay, so the next event we want to have is on the 7th or 8th of January, where we plan to give 130 children from very poor background spectacles. We've already got their eyes tested through the Eye Foundation of India, and hopefully, if the government permits, we will see that they get the spectacles on the 8th of January. And then the next big thing we want to do is we want to get a van or a vehicle to take children to the daycare center in Kunur from the bus stand to the school. It's a government-run daycare center, which is pretty good, but the children can't attend it. They are patients of CP and mental retardation. It's very difficult for the parents to carry the children up the hill and take them to the school. So we want to buy a vehicle so that the children can be taken and brought from the school to at least the bus stop, which is about 2 kilometers downhill, and also use it as an emergency vehicle for ferrying patients to hospital and things like that, because there's a lack of it in Nilgiris. So I hope that I can raise this through the World Zoroastrian Chamber of Commerce, and if anybody would like to donate this, we would be more than happy for it. That's it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Diana Bharucha, and the company they started, Sayana, is an acronym for Cyrus and Diana, her husband. Normally we say behind the success of every man there lies a woman. In this case, behind the success of this lady there lies a man. Ladies and gentlemen, the bags that you see, we have got them from the children who made it. There's a little paper pencil or pen also in your kit that is also by them. I'm reminded of Shakespeare's play on Julius Caesar, where there is one line which says, "If you have tears, prepare to shed them now." But I will take editorial license and I say, if you have money, prepare to shed them now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a noble cause, and tomorrow there will be a lot of good treats, Parsi treats on sale, and Diana will be very happy to see that you take some of it. Of course, it's on a COD basis, cash on delivery.